tweaked his hammy and they say that there's about a 60-40 chance he's going to play.
Dave's done his ankle and is listed as in doubt, and they're watching if he'll pull up on the day.
Jar's general soreness, which probably means he's out, but knowing Jay will probably find a way.
Brownie's back for Brizzy, so the Swanee should look out. He's due for a dominant display.
The Crows are short on tools, but the Bureau's saying rain, so the lack of bigs is not a big concern.
The Saints are in a slump, their season's down the drain, but the rumour is that Reebok will return.
The Powers' front-up pressure is impressive but in vain, wasting every scoring chance they earn.
And the Tigers keep on trying, but their backline can't contain crumbing smalls with pace to burn.
It's the time before the weekend to decide who'll win or lose. We're gone out from analysing each snippet of back page news. But the one thing to remember, as certain as drawing breath, if your tips aren't in by 5 o'clock, you'll get the kiss of death. I've got a mate whose boss lives opposite a trainer at the Pies. His mail is great, we're glad he offers it to all us magpie guys. There's hot news coming off the track that Maxwell started in attack. So first goal in, we better back before he sure gets wide.
I feel disgusting and unclean because I've tipped against my team. Yes, Judas acts the price I pay. How can I cheer what I betray? I can't forgive this mortal sin. Then when you lose, they lose, you win. My damaged soul can't be redeemed because I've tipped against my team.
The wife's still upset over money I've lost all those years when I bet. I can't forget that great voice in my head, I will never forget it forever. This one's a winner, this one's a winner. Trust me again, ain't I been right before? This one's a winner, this one's a winner. It's nice to win, but more fun to win more.
Hi Mum, have you got the tickets? Sounds great, right up on the wing. Yeah, no, he didn't really work out. He wasn't into the football thing.
Hi, I'm Ruth. I guess you must be Martin. The agency had said you'd come. There's your disc. I'm sorry it's so Spartan. We hate to waste that shaded gum.
You've arrived in time to put your tips in.
You'll have tips,
And here's your cup,
Tips, okay.
but not as good as Andy.
I've almost got the comp sewn up.
Mann, Gerry, what's her name? Bree, what's your team? Melbourne.
That's bad luck.
At least it's nice to dream.
Dennis says the Eagles have got back their desire. Derby's drawn a big line in the sand.
Packer reckons Frigos, forwards have to fire, or finals talk is simply fairyland.
KB says the Saints, September dreams are dire if they can't thrash a team that's undermanned.
And Robbo says the Sons of Giants should be flying higher to justify Dimitriou's plan.
It's the time before the weekend to decide who'll win or lose. We're one out from analysing each segment of back page news. But the one thing to remember, as certain as drawing breath, if your tips aren't in by 5 o'clock, you'll get the kiss of death. You'll get the kiss of death. You'll get the kiss of death.
You'll get the kiss of death.
Sports Mix Melbourne 6.1. Good morning, Melbourne, on a wet Monday. Traffic up next. But now, round wrap time. Well, round 11 was a humdinger of a round. Hawks at the receiving end of an absolute shellacking by the Blues. 36 posies for Juddy and an absolute BOG performance.
Hi, Ruth.
Bree, flowers, who are they for?
Take a wild guess. So how'd the day go? Can't IBA seems to think went pretty well.
Yeah, it was great. Oh, he's lovely and funny.
And he's into footy?
Oh, he's so interesting, you know, and he asks so many questions.
And the footy?
He's a doctor. He works with kids with cancer.
And the footy?
Yeah, the footy. Talks about football. But what he means is, soccer.
So not real.
You can't talk about AFL at all. Like, at all.
Well, he's not a keeper then, love, is he?
No. I'm not choosy. He doesn't have to pass a nasty test. As long as he's not clinically depressed or dressed in savours from Altona. I'm not choosy. There's only one or two things that I need before we settle down, and he's agreed to breed. His seed is guaranteed. It's time to take this unit off the market, to pack my panel van and park it in a nice locker garage. I'm tired of being open for inspection, waiting round for their selection, and hoping their rejection is merely a mirage. I'm not choosy. Of course he must possess a strong physique and take me to the footy every week and shriek that Barty Franklin is a freak. A guy who's tracking slightly above normal, who's fit and fearless and informal, with a fertile football brain. A guy obsessed by presses and rotations, and inside 50 implications, and those formation fluctuations only experts can explain. I'm not choosy. I'll draft him if he'll promise to be true, and still love me beyond round 22. I'm not choosy, only that the man I choose is choosy, just enough to choose me too.
Girls.
Flowers, who can they be for? Me?
Randy, current comp winner, you get to hang on to the cup, and I think that we should...
Suck on that! Pull
Gerry, you're late again.
Am I?
Consider this your 8th verbal warning. Gerry, I can't continue to protect you just because you're my husband. For our weekly team building exercise, we're going to pick up where we left off last week. We're going to be counting to 10 in random fashion. I'll start. 1,
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 1. Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that! I feel teamy already.
Martin, that would have been a really good spot for you to jump in. Just notes for next time.
Sports Mix Melbourne 651. That was Dragons' Are You Old Enough? Or as it's known round here, the New St Kilda team song. But now, it's round wrap time, and after round 14, folks, Hawthorn without Franklin is buddy awful. There's still enough time, though, for a team to turn it round. Yes, Tigers, I'm talking to you.
Morning. And chocolate! It's so depressing. Every year, Andy wins the footy tipping competition and the tickets to the grand final. Don't you, Andy? Yes, again. And every year, Bree hopes that he'll ask her He always takes some scozzer. He's not looking for hand models.
Hand models? How does he tip so well?
Oh, he's on bigfooty.com all day, every day. He lives and breathes the game.
Yeah, well, what else is there to live and breathe?
Nothing. Rocks.
Wait, come on. Yeah, g'day, Kevin. I just wanted to say that Johnny's a poofter! I just said that on the radio!
Andy can bring back the game. Because Andy's played at the top level, so...
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I don't really like talking about the old footy days, though.
Here we go.
But at Marnie's Field near Airport West, a young buck tall and wide of chest had all the gathered crowd impressed with drop punts straight and far. His hands were sure, his feet possessed. He tackled hard and men confessed they'd never seen a boy as blessed.
This kid will be a star.
He'd play down back and crack each pack, no hack could track this maniac, and in attack he'd rack a stack of stats a mile long. At quarter time, his inner voice was heard to sing this song. I'm gonna play for the Pies. I'll be that man each fan will idolize. A Norm Smith or a Kirkland won't be a huge surprise. Oh, I'm gonna play for the Pies. His face was such when half-time came, a dozen scouts were at the game. A passerby heard one proclaim,
He'll go high in the draft.
that phaser pass with deadly aim, a blind turn faster than a flame, with footwork from the cast of fame. Some puffed a choreographed, his marks would stick, his kicks were slick, no head could lick this lunatic, and each new trick, each flick was quicker than the one before. The experts all agreed it wasn't rash to make this call. Everybody, he's gonna play for the Pies. He'll be that man whose fan will idolize. Every time, all Australian or a Bravo will be a big surprise. Hey, why don't you sing this bit? He's gonna play for the Pies. Last verse. The final turn had come around. His destiny would soon be crowned until they heard that fateful sound. Oh no, he's done his knee! A stretcher soon was on the ground. A doctor found who would expound. It'll take more than an ultrasound for this catastrophe. 2 decades on, the memory's long. That song the throng once sung's now wrong. One day you're a phenomenon, and in a sec, it's gone. I'm alright. Instead of Arizona, I rehab in Baronia.
Hey, well, there's one time at uni football.
What uni was that, Martin?
Melbourne Uni. I studied history. Yep. But one time during uni football, I kicked the winning goal in like the dying minutes of the match, and that meant that kick, that drop punt. Man, they talked about that for weeks afterwards.
What a fascinating story, Mann. Who's going to play you in the telly needs?
Call Gerry.
Mate, you'll have to work a little harder than that to win over a footy tragic like Bree.
Hey, Barry, my man, has
Yes, it's
He
really
does not lie. He does not lie. I can recite the Court of Arthur.
and the popes of Avignon. I have read the Magna Carta, scaled the Parthenon.
I'd like to speak to Tracy
But
and
this
count.
historical perspective won't help me get along.
Bree from Shady Gum Investments.
What's the greater mystery? Fall of Rome, the pyramids, or how to make her fall in love with me?
Yeah, I can hold.
It's true, my gifts are more cerebral. My neural pathways are top drawer. I celebrate the cerebellum.
Yeah, I'm holding for Tracy.
It's wired up like an iPad 4. But in this game of love I'm playing, just can't seem to score. What's the greater mystery?
Bree from Shady Gum.
Harold Holt, Hanging Rock, or how to make her fall in love with me.
Shady Gum.
What do you say? Andy does not lie.
So what's everyone having for lunch?
Thai.
I feel like anything spicy.
Tidies.
Cool.
Is that everyone?
Yep.
Oh, that's harsh.
Who's that?
This is God speaking.
Really?
No, not really. Here. Look a little lower. Yep. Move towards the light, man. I don't look like much, but I know what I'm talking about, and I know it won't work, you and her.
What?
You're into the classics. For her, a classic is the 89 Granny.
But
Her sacred temple, the MCG. Why did the Greeks invent democracy? To count Brownlow votes. It won't work.
you're a water cooler.
No, I'm the font.
The font.
The font of all knowledge, the all-knowing of all things.
The font of all knowledge is a water cooler in a second-rate finance firm.
You've heard of the Delphic Oracle?
Yeah.
I'm the local version. And I really do know everything. Well, everything that's important anyway.
Everything? So does Bree ever...
Never thinks about you ever.
Doesn't take much knowledge to know that. All she can see is Andy and his tips.
And his nice hair and his muscular physique.
Yes, thank you.
I know this, you see, because he dumps me every time he picks the right team, which is surprisingly often.
Yeah, it's true.
A footy tip and prize. 2 tickets to the granny. Well, taking her to that would certainly get her thinking about you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a great plan. If you knew anything at all, you know I'm dying in the tipping. Andy's going to win the tickets, get the girl.
But if it's down to you and Andy, that changes things.
And how is that going to happen?
Well, here's my once-in-a-lifetime offer. I'm going to help you win the tipping. I'm going to help you get that girl and beat that guy.
Why?
Well, because it means beating that thumping gorilla.
Okay.
I'll help you until you kiss her. You can woo your true love on your own time.
Is this true love?
Oh, who gives a toss? By the way, you've got to keep me full of water. As soon as I'm empty, I'm gone.
Okay.
Right?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
So this is who's going to win this week.
Right. Yes.
Carlton.
Carlton.
Geelong.
Geelong.
You better write this down.
Better write this down. Yes. Yep. Carlton. Geelong.
Essendon.
Essendon.
Sydney.
Sydney.
Melbourne.
Melbourne.
Richmond. Collingwood.
Collingwood.
West Coast.
West.
The Giants.
The Giants. Oh. Really?
Well, you know something I don't, Sunshine.
No.
Get on with it.
Hey. Thank you. And
And so this talking water cooler quenches now my thirsty heart. With this knowledge that I'm getting, I can top the tipping chart. And then she'll really start to notice I'm sensitive and smart. What a happy guy I'll be. A girl who is amazing and amazingly is so in love with me.
Sports Mix Melbourne 651. It's 10 to 5 on a wet Friday afternoon. Traffic up next, but now it's tip talk time for the second last round. Well, firstly though, a shout out from Simo in Taylor's Lakes, who's promised to propose to Debbie, the mother of his 5 kids, if the Suns win this weekend. Good luck there, Debbie.
Yeah, no worries, man. I'll get to you guys in the later. Hey, I'll see you Spirit running Friday. Chat, you lucky. Andy doesn't like. Andy doesn't like. See.
That's still broken, remember?
What?
It's out of order. It's out of order.
Have you called the water people?
Yes, I have. I've called them about a dozen times and they are useless.
Isn't this fun just hanging?
Really?
I'm so glad you decided to stay behind for our inaugural Fun O'Clock Friday. Did everybody put the tips in?
Yeah, we go.
Ooh, some competition in the tipping. Martin just behind Andy.
Well, it's full of heart. I'm feeling front.
Only just.
Martin, how do you do it? 9 wins. What are you using there? Reverse Howard coupling averages on? What?
Gerry, your promise.
It's just academic, purely academic inquiry. Yes. Reverse line moves, or what have you got?
Yeah, I'm calling it. It sucks balls. I'm going to go down to Gotcha's paddock and see the boys doing a pre-game training. Anyone? Anyone? Gerry, let's go. Take your go, mate. And, Farty. Torts need doing.
What? That is not part of my job.
I think someone didn't read their job description, which I worked quite hard on. We don't have enough girly chats, do we?
Oh, I think we do.
I tell you, I used to go out with Nathan Buckley years ago.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Oh, I've learned a lot about love since then. And men. So, Bree, who would your ideal man be?
Well, what about a footy player?
Footy player. Yeah, I don't know, love. He may be your dream man while out on the field, but as time ticks away, so his true self's revealed. And that spirit and drive is now narcissistic. More often than not, he'll be just plain sadistic. And soon he'll be seated in front of the telly, a beer on his belly, his feet rough and smelly. His pecs turn to jelly. Well, I guess it means you don't have to make an effort. And those who continue to have a career, you'll have 5 years tops before they disappear. For someone who's smarter and far better dressed, don't get depressed, don't despair. I'm only saying this because I care.
Well, what about like a high-flying exec?
Oh, except, yeah, maybe turned on by power and cash, a renegade thinker who's forthright and brash. But those clever maneuvers he shows in his deals will be used to outsmart you whenever he feels he more you love. And any romancing will soon have you scrambling. He'll start with the drinking and smoking and the gambling. He'll need lots of handling, and I don't know the trouble that love. And you'll be left running the business alone, and quickly discover his crippling loans. To your savings have flown and your good looks have flown. Your alone life so unfair. I'm only saying this because I care.
I quite like Andy. You don't think you're aiming a bit high, love?
Yeah, I know. That Andy is after a model to catch. Now, you're not bad looking, but just not his match. He's after a look at a trim, slender build. Not that you're fat, just a little well-filled. And rethink that wardrobe. you're easy. Those stripes make me queasy. Now, Bree, listen closely and don't roll your eyes. With your track record, love, I would take my advice. You need to get wise to end up with a prize. It's gonna take more than a prayer. I'm only saying this because I care. Good old Ruthie. I care. Can I make love? I care. I
Bit of positive feedback from Ruthie, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she told me I need to work on my postage stamp placement. Wonky stamps make me and Shady Gum look a bit less trustworthy, apparently.
Oh, of course.
She's alright. She just wishes she was young and pretty. Like you.
Thanks. So, what's your secret?
Two.
How's a history student start blitzing the footy tipping?
Ah. Well, that's just it. History. I love history almost as much as I love my footy. Yeah, I did like profiles of historical figures and used historical analysis of ancient battles and rulers to create an algorithm that I then applied to football coaches and players.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, give me a game from last week.
Essendon and Geelong.
Right, which was a win for Geelong. Essendon, yes. Well, I analysed the team's strengths and weaknesses, and then I based that clash on the Battle of Thermopylae and Artemisium, with King Leonidas and Themistocles as the main players.
Wow.
Yeah.
What amazing names. The only guys I know are Simo, Chambo, or Chuka.
There are many funny things you learn in history books. There are battles waged and won over some dame with looks. It's repetitive and yet so damn compelling that we fail to see the message it's foretelling. Through the ages it is writ what men do when love has bit. It's relentless, this old thing called love. Kings have crumbled, fortunes lost, Tsars have tumbled, Caesars tossed. It gets costly, this old thing called love. Dido and Aeneas, Abelard and Eloise, Tristan and Isolde, how love brings us to our knees. Many wise men warned in vain of the perils of the game, but it wins out, this old thing called love.
There are many funny things you read in magazines about how men blow the finals over beauty queens. Anthony Stevens didn't think that it was funny when Wayne Carey got with Kelly in the dunny. In my Cosmo, it is writ what men do when love has bit. Not so different from your history class. They're not thinking of gay plans when they're groping teenage fans. It's on Facebook and it's there to last. Seven Lara Bingo, sport is full of great Yeah, near SEN's good. You can look at Tony. Yeah, no, don't stare. All right, okay. Sorry, it's my mum.
Yeah.
She's a big fan.
Sounds like she's got dermatitis.
Anyway, I've got to go, so,
Okay.
Oh, look, you could come if you want. Show me some of that history battle stuff in action.
Oh. Thanks. Nah, I've got toilet paper.
Okay.
I couldn't go with her. She'd find out I don't know anything. I don't know. I've pulled forward from a. Well, this is my point. I don't know anything.
Yeah, maybe taking her to the green final isn't such a good idea. I cut those tips back. I were wrong. The Suns will demolish the Pies this weekend.
Really?
No.
Look, don't worry about it, okay? It's still a good plan. I can cram or something. I'm a fast reader.
Football isn't about reading. You're a Meta Collingwood fan? Look, if she finds out you're bullshitting, there won't be a date.
Oh, no, there will be a date, okay? And it will go down in history as the best first date ever. There'll be flowers and a limo, final... Where do they hold it again? No, I'm joking, alright, I know it's at the Melbourne football ground, the sacred MFG.
You know what? Just kiss her. No more tips. We end it there.
No. We had a deal to the end of the season.
Well, that's if you can get your hands to yourself.
At least I got hands.
Hello? Hello? The wife's gonna kill me, but how big will the thrill be when I win on every 9 games? But for this to work, I must stop that young Turk and shoot his romance down in flames. This one's a winner, this one's a winner. I know that voice, yes, I've heard it before. This one's a winner, this one's a winner. It's fun to win, but more fun to win more. Yeah, g'day. I'd like to place a bet.
Sportsfig 651. Good morning, Melbourne, on a wet Monday. Traffic up next, but now, round wrap time. 1 round to go, people, before finals, and the Swans are holding on to their pos in the 8 like a fat kid with a Smartie.
Morning and suckle that!
We have a draw, and in the case of a draw, the cup shall be kept in the second drawer of your supervisor, aka yours truly, until such time as there is no longer any draw, as per my email sent out 5 minutes ago. And as per all items in my drawer, it must not be touched. Is that clear?
So keep your fingers out of Ruth's drawers, Bree.
Okay. It's time for our weekly team building exercise. We can't wait for Gerry any longer, although we did rehearse the synchronisation this morning. Bree, come here, give me a hand, love. We're going to do something that's called word association. So I'm going to say a word, and I'd like you to give me the first word that pops into your head. All right, here we go. Work, holiday. Efficiency, boring. Pride, Mardi Gras. Thanks, Bree, for being work there. Sit down. All right, fellas, let's see what you can do.
Chrysanthemum.
Footy.
Game.
Footy.
Match.
AFL.
Football.
Pies.
Sauce.
Suck.
Lolly.
On.
In.
My.
Oh.
No, but puffed up.
Pie.
Base.
Am
Footy.
going
Cheerleaders.
to
Boobs.
beat
What?
you
Oh,
at
I think you're pretty
the
smart.
tipping
Thank you very much. You've ruined what could have been a really useful exercise.
Martin, I've just been on the phone to one of your CV references, mate.
Since when do you reference check, Gerry?
Your mate Stephanie, she loves a chat, doesn't she? She found it absolutely amazing that you were doing so well in the footy tipping. She found it hilarious, actually, because she said you've never even been to a game, let alone played one.
Yeah, well, she's just probably a...
His housemate of 7 years.
Yeah, good stat there, Gerry. Good work, mate. Hey, Shardy, why don't you show us that big drop punt you're famous for at uni footy?
I can't just keep the ball.
Show us, Martin.
Okay. Yeah, give me some room.
Alright.
Just get ready. Just get ready. Is it alright, boy?
It's fine.
Rip your vest, boy.
Gerry, lock.
Bree.
Yeah, let's get it. No one should see that.
Oh my god, oh my god. You still there? I'm sorry.
So Marty, hey? I always knew he was a big faker.
Really?
Yeah, take one.
You seem so nice and interesting. His history knowledge was
Yeah,
amazing.
see, there you go. What's he reading? History books. History books full of towel heads. He's probably turned into a terrorist. Terrorism.
Oh, I don't think Martin was a terrorist.
Terrorist. What? Topic. Change.
So what do you reckon about Buck? Strictly will use the same defensive ball cuts here?
Is it your hands that are so rough? Jesus.
I play a lot of sport, so...
No shit. I'll tell you what, I'll text you the number of my manicurist. I mean, that stuff used to be just for bookers and shit, but now all the boys are doing it. There you go, and sent to your phone. The only reason I know about this sort of stuff is because I used to date one of Australia's big hand models, or to be honest, probably one of Australia's big hand supermodels. Alana Crow? No? No biggie. Probably heard of her. We seen her work on telly. God, she was committed. She used to soak her hands every night for 2 hours in buttermilk.
2 hours?
Yeah.
Waste.
Oh, even more if she had a big photo shoot the next day, like a Zamor's catalogue or something. And then, when she put on those red acrylics, swing! Easy, to be honest, she broke my heart, and I just don't think I could ever learn to love another woman again. We finish that drink so we can go back to my place.
Yeah, I'm a really slow drinker. But if you want to go, you go. Please do.
Whatever. Frigid slut.
tipping. At what cost? Now my chance with Bree is lost. How I messed up this old thing called love. All too often a history song showed me where those guys went wrong. Still I messed up this old thing called love. I've learned nothing from the past. Aeneas mocks me still. What I'd give to change it all and feel once more that thrill.
Had me going with your brain. Let me down, what did you gain? Killed my faith in this old thing called love. Fooled me with your nerdy air. Still I think you really care. Should I follow this old thing called love? What about my footy? Can't I have that and romance?
You're the best thing in my life, and now I've blown my chance. So I cheated,
What a shame.
and my eyes weren't on the game. But it's no game, this old thing called love. Hello, Brutus.
Who?
Some guy who stabbed someone in the back.
Oh, that! Yeah, oh, look, sorry about that. No, I am. I really am.
Yeah.
No, you'll thank me one day.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, because I saved you.
Huh?
I knew you were up to something. I heard the voice too.
Oh.
So I knew it was some kind of trick you must have been pulling.
Could it have just been me being brilliant?
But don't worry. I used to hear a voice. And mine was never wrong either. I backed winner after winner. Oh, it was fantastic. And then I met Ruth. The only voice I heard in my head was hers. Then things changed. Through good money after bad, I could not stop losing.
What happened?
I took the biggest gamble of my life. I chanced everything on Ruth. Vowed never to gamble again.
Jeez.
I lied, of course, but it's the principle. And I reckon the voice you want to hear in your head isn't that thing, but Bree. And that's why I did it, mate.
You're right. Thanks.
I said you'd thank me. So what did the voice say about round 22? Surely...
What's on, Gerry?
Oh, come on. The voice must have given you some little tip about Sheep's giants against his old star pupil.
The wily general against his young lieutenant, like Octavian and Antony.
Who?
You know what, Gerry?
What?
We should actually try out this bullshit history football theory after all. Tell me about this Sheeds.
With a massive head.
Sports Mix Melbourne 651. It's almost round wrap time for round 22. Yes, that's it, folks. It's Mad Monday today, so I'm tipping there'll be some hilarious antics from the boys not in the top 8 as they let their hair down. Yes, footballers dressed as women. That just never gets tired. Hey, how did your tips go this year? Good luck at work today. If you've been part of an office footy tipping comp, the results are sure to be in.
Morning.
Hey, you're finally here. We have a winner. Appearances can be deceiving. But the winner of the Shady Gum AFL tipping competition is Martin.
What? Bullshit.
Take this cup and the grand final tickets will follow.
What? He doesn't know the bloody thing about football.
Actually, he's right. I don't know the first thing about football. Which is why I think Bree should get the tickets. She should go with someone who loves the game as much as she does. Bree, you be choosy. The one you pick should know that they've been blessed and truly value what you've never guessed. You're worth more than second best. You be choosy. Don't believe just anyone will do. You're a goddess if you only knew. So be choosy. Take your time and make your choice, be choosy. Anyone would choose you too.
Bree, easy. Goddess. You know what, I reckon we should give it another go. You know, next time I lay off the whole hand model stuff, it's just a bit burnt, a bit rusty, but we should just give it another go.
Andy, that's a really nice offer.
I know.
But I know that these hands will never be smooth enough for you. So I choose you, Martin. And you better be a quick learner, because I'm not going to waste the whole game explaining everything to you.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. Bit stuffed, all of you, because my mate, who's just become the second assistant forward coach at the Pies, reckons he can get me better tickets than Dad can.
Shut up, Andy, you name-dropping wanker. As Molly and Aldrin once said to me, you've got to be gracious when you lose. And I should know. I've lost a lot.
That's true. Big loser.
Not this week, sweetheart. I placed a little bit and I made some sweet, sweet cash. Just a little bit.
Gerry, tell me we didn't go through a really long and painful recovery program to get to this point?
We did.
That we didn't have to sell our holiday house just so we could pay your gambling debts? Yeah, just so you could have a little bit? Yeah, that I haven't been biting my tongue for the past 10 years, being so positive and supportive, when inside my head I was screaming, you useless, weak-minded asshole! I could have had Nathan Buckley! That could have been me! Me with the house and the dresses and the boys and the shoe shop! But instead I chose you, the most pathetic loser I've ever met!
Finished? Feel better?
You know, I really do. I know this is going to be a little bit of a shock, but I think under all that positivity, I think I was a little angry.
Sweetheart. You know, you got layers, babe. There's a bit of anger there, but underneath all those layers, there's still the woman I fell in love with. Deep down. Really deep down. I'm sorry I laid that bet, and I promise I'll never do it again.
$5 that don't last till pre-season.
You're on.
You're listening to Sports Fix 651. We have a shout out now from, of all people, Alana Crow, Australia's favourite hand model. And the message is, Andy, if you're listening, she misses you, mate. Give her a call. She says she's holding the phone with those hot red acrylics, waiting for you.
Suck on that, puppers!
Finally a winner here in our midst, and who could have seen the end? Did we really hear from Cupid? What message did he send?
When the teams you tip don't win,
And there's no help from above.
Never drop the ball, you can have it all.
If you want to score, pick love.
If you're not sure who to back,
give the experts all a shove.
and play it smart. Listen to your heart.
To top the chopping love.
It's magic, mystic mayhem that makes mankind go round.
But if you're true and
Follow through,
You'll end up best on crown.
so forget the kiss of death, 'cause it's not worth thinking of. Go to lovers' play and ask away, you can bet they'll